we've got Defence Minister Peter Dutton, our Defence Minister Peter Dutton, and Foreign Minister Marise Payne. They're in the US this week after visiting India, South Korea and Indonesia for security talks. And the Prime Minister is going to follow up next week by visiting the US from September 21 for talks with the US, Japan and India, the so-called Quad group with us. Now, this seems to me, seems to blind Freddie, very much about getting an alliance together against China, which Dutton on the weekend accused of aggression. What specifically are we wanting from the US? Because this is real heavy-duty pitching for help.
It is, and I think what Australia wants from the US is that promise kept that Antony Blinken said when that first issue came up with trade with China, where he said Australia won't be left alone on the field because we can't play in this space on our own. We need the backing of the United States. And so that's why this is such a significant couple of weeks coming up with the US-Australia alliance. We know things haven't been necessarily as rosy as they might have been. We've seen that there hasn't been that engagement at senior levels during the withdrawal of Afghanistan, despite Australia being a long-term ally and putting our troops' boots on the ground in Afghanistan for so long. There has been an undermining of the relationship because there is such a difference of opinion on how to handle climate change and whether that's a priority for the Australian government. As the US government sees it, they want more ambitious targets, and they've been very vocal about that in their communication with Australia. But this is the one thing that Australia and the US are so on the same page with right now, that it's going to be the really graceful moment for Scott Morrison to come in and make this connection with the Biden administration. And you have to understand that a lot of this space, it's not necessarily just Joe Biden leading it. He has a very strong vocal team around him that are making a lot of these really high levels decisions. And that goes right down a lot of the progressives there that we're trying to engage with as a country. And so this is one thing that Australia is lockstep in. And also, Joe Biden's going to be speaking at the UN General Assembly on the Tuesday of the week that Scott Morrison's coming into. No doubt that will have a strong focus on countering the rise of China.
Well, I think one thing that's on Dutton's shopping list is more missile technology. So I think that tells you what we're looking at. Annelise Nielsen, thank you so much indeed for your time. Really appreciate it.